It is the wet season here in East Africa, but once the rain finally cleared, we were able to get outside and enjoy the sunshine. And actually, the nearby beach was packed with locals celebrating the end of Ramadan, the holy month of fasting for the Islamic people, which lasts for basically the entire month of April and ends the 1st of May with a massive feast, family get-togethers, gifts, and celebration, which actually sounds a lot like our Christmas holidays. We recently visited one of the nearby African villages and were blessed to briefly meet some of the local families who are full of joy and extremely welcoming.
Jumbo. Jumbo. Jumbo.
Oh, it hurts.
But after a few days here, it's time to move on, to explore more of the diverse and lush African continent and culture, and try to find the perfect winds for that epic kiting the kids are so desperately seeking.
I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away.
So we're heading to an anchorage farther south on the west side of Pemba Island, and it's going to get sporty because we're going to have wind on our nose, 15, 16, 20 knots of wind on our nose, plus 2 or 3 knots of current on our nose for about 7 miles. So it's going to be not fun. Be going 4 knots probably.
Ew.
So
4?
And just like that, it's calm. Stuck inside the reef, and it's just like smooth as a baby's butt.
Like night and day.
Like night and day. Like salt and pepper. Like oil and water. It's all good here on the south. It's all good here in the southern states.
Look at them all.
I'll put my sister on and jump in.
Just jellyfish.
Just get right in it. It's going away. They're so sweet.
Oh.
It's like a pancake.
Alright, put it back in before it dies. Oh.
There's so many. Like, I can just wave my hand anywhere.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
more than there was in Tonga.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Well, we've decided we're not going to drive from Tanzania down to South Africa. It's too complicated. Tanzania's got too many rules. South Africa's got too many rules about cars. It's very complicated. It's not as easy as one would think. So we're going to fly into Joburg, either buy or borrow a car in Joburg, and then we're going to do a loop through South Africa up to, over to Namibia, and then up to Victoria Falls and Zimbabwe, and then down back around to Joburg. We'll do the garden, I think it's the garden part where we go down the Durban and all that part, the southeast coast, Nysna, St. Francis and all that. I want to see those catamaran shipbuilding yards. Might go see Leopard. I don't know, Leopard doesn't really like me very much. Anyway, but we're looking forward to this. It's been complicated for sure, trying to figure out vehicle logistics, crossing borders from Tanzania, Kenya, Tanzania, and on south. So it's not an easy thing. The different governments, the different rules, it's very, very complicated and complex and time consuming. So, but we're looking forward to the loop. We're just not going to be able, and then we'll come back to Tanzania and we'll do a loop through the Serengeti and up through Kilimanjaro and Kenya and do all of that. So we're looking forward. We're going to do 2 outback, or what do you call them, safari loops or whatever it is.
I'm excited.
So we're excited. It's raining right now, so we're a little depressed, but we're excited. We're excitingly depressed.
When they say it's the wet season, they mean the wet season. I want to see you kiting in the rain.
Kiting in the rain.
It could be a new thing.
Like Nachos just sent me a deal.
We forgot to dump trash off our crossing. That's where we keep the trash. Look, I'll show you. That is full of rubbish. We forgot to dump trash and now we're stuck with a whole bunch of bags of trash. Need to get back to Tanga and dump it. We're waiting on that epic kiting. Taking a 4,000-mile road trip across multiple countries is sure to be the adventure of a lifetime, but there's lots of planning that's got to go into it first. Our friends on SV Aquarius are considering doing the trip alongside us, so we sat down to discuss all the logistics of border crossings and lodging and COVID restrictions. And then we got so tired of the rain that we decided to pack up and leave the island of Pemba and sail back to the mainland to get ready for our road trip. Just putting it up the rest of the way?
Yeah.
A lot of rain in our boom.
Yeah, I think we got it.
We've done some epic land adventures while traveling abroad. In 2018, when we packed up the monohull to sell it, we took a 3-week, 4,000-mile trek across the outback of Australia. And we saw Sydney, Ayers Rock, hundreds of miles of dirt roads, wild kangaroos and emus, and yes, this is the one where we ran over Kate. We'll try not to do that on this trip. Then in 2019, while waiting on new rigging for the catamaran we'd just bought, we spent 3 weeks inland. We flew to Israel, flew to Poland, flew to Belgium, and saw some old sailing buddies that we hadn't seen in a couple of years. And we took trains and subways to Paris, London, and Edinburgh. And one other thing you might not know about us is that I've always made home movies, and before we bought the boat, we spent a few years traveling the U.S. by RV.
Where are we going? Montana! Yeah! Montana!
The kids were so little, and my hair was so beautiful, but the hours on asphalt really wore us down, so we only spent a few weeks each year traveling this way. Having both rented and bought motorhomes, it was just tough with little kids. Sailing has proved to be a great way for us to travel and see parts of the world that otherwise we wouldn't get to see. And since the kids are older, it's much easier on this mama.
Yeah, there's a movie. Thought it was farther over there. That's like the definition of being retarded. God almighty. That's what I'm talking about.
The boys are filling up the boat with the rest of the fuel we have. So, and then they're gonna go take these to town to fill them up because they don't have a fuel dock here. So I think they have to put them in a taxi and drive to the gas station, fill them up, come back, do it again about 5 or 6 times. Oh, poor pitiful you.
This is gonna take all day. This is literally going to take all day.
Probably a couple of days.
Yeah, this is literally the worst fuel. This is the worst way of getting fuel in the boat we've ever done.
Yeah.
Like normally you just take it to the
We
dock.
can't dinghy around to the gas station? I thought he said we could.
It's inland. There's no gas station.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's dumb. Yeah. All right.
Juicy.
Lovely. Get rid of this stuff.
Ready to get back.
Shoes are overrated.
Got fuel cans.
That's interesting.
I started up my own YouTube channel, so if you guys are bored of the regular sailing guitar, check out me. I'm cooler, you know, younger audience, not the old audience. So, what is that?
Click the link. I'll link it.
Up? Where's up?
Yeah.
Wherever you're pointing, we see you put it.
Right here.
There you go.
Can you move it? Right here and here? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go hold them back there. Put a tuk-tuk.
The tuk-tuk.
Tuk-tuk.
We left the
This is brand new. This is nice.
We left the boys to get the fuel. And we got to ride back to the yacht club.
Actually, you got
That's so cute. It was close.
I thought we were gonna get groceries since
We were just going to get a couple things, but... Is this the fuel taxi?
Yes, sir.
Fuel taxi?
Exactly.
So, tell me about your favorite song by Toto called Africa.
I miss the rains.
Down in Africa.
I bless the rains.
Yeah, so when I told Finn the lyrics he was singing were wrong, he didn't believe me.
Yeah, I was like, no way, it's I bless the
It
rains.
makes no sense.
None of it makes sense.
It just doesn't make
No
sense.
rock song makes sense. What is anyone even singing about? Knocking on heaven's door? What's
What does that mean? It's like death. Are you
Yeah,
dying?
are you gonna die? Come on now, Axl Rose, what's going on?
Pour some sugar on me? I mean,
Yeah,
what's
what are
that
you
mean?
doing there? Whoa!
Are you having fun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
always.
You
It's
look like-
always a party
You
here
look
on
like
Satara.
Maverick from Top Gun. You know, Tom Cruise's character, except his hair wasn't that long.
Well, I guess I gotta cut it off.
Oh, don't cut it off.
I'll be a doppelganger. Tom Cruise's doppelganger.
How many more trips you guys got?
Hopefully only 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Praying.
Hey guys, don't forget, May 27th, just in a couple of days, we got the Blue Water Masterclass. It's free of charge, guys. You're gonna love it. Well, it's gonna be a great thing to talk about everything it takes to get from that hamster wheel out here on the water, get from that life you're hating to getting out here. So join that free masterclass, May 27th, and we look forward to seeing you there, guys.